Viewer discretion is expressed for the following program. If you are easily triggered or offended, please exercise caution while viewing this program, because the hosts really don't care. Warning, this show is not for children, and not for coworkers either.
Good morning, you out there in internet land. It's Friday morning, and you got one more day with your two dads.
Before you got to go to your mom's this weekend, so pack your bag. Hello. You almost said the thing that I say. You almost said the thing that I say every morning on the radio. You almost said it word for word.
Did I really?
There is an old country music song by Bill Anderson called Country DJ, and it's a song about a little country radio station DJ and everything that he's got to do at the radio station during his day. And I like to play that song every once in a while because it hits home because I'm a little country DJ.
Yeah.
And he says, when he turns on the mic in that song, he says he turns on the mic and says, "Howdy, friends out there in Radio Land." And so I say, "Howdy, friends out there in Radio Land," every day. I've just made it a point over the years to say that every day. "Howdy, friends out there in Radio Land." You're
turning art into reality.
Yeah.
You're making it a true song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, kids.
Hi, friends.
I'm JJ. That's Deacon. This is rumble.com/JJW. Or, Deke, did you know this? Kick.com/your2dads.
Is that the soccer website? I like soccer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kick your two dads here.
What is that? Tell me, because I'm old and I just now.
I think it's another video platform, but it's like Twitch, except less. I don't know, weird sex stuff.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
That's all of a sudden that you're right. That's what Twitch was. Twitch there for a while.
It was like, let's play video games and look at my tits.
Why are these girls are now playing video games all the time, and it's like, oh, now it's just okay. Well, I don't guess I'm watching Twitch anymore.
or that weird that is it AMSR or ASMR or whatever, where they're just like by the microphone, they're just like make it. Yeah, it's so.
Look! I've got an ASMR sound for you right now. Listen to this one.
I love it. We love it. We love that. Yes.
Did that sound good? It's the train of love.
All right.
The train of love is coming down.
I need that choo-choo sound effect so I can put it on our soundboard. So we could just anytime. Hey, good morning. How are you? How are you feeling? How's the weather?
Excellent.
What's up? You in a good mood?
Yeah, weather's actually doing okay here in Kentucky. We've had more tornadoes in the past couple weeks coming through here, so we're Tornado Alley. But, everything's good. I'm sure everything is cooled down in Texas a little bit.
It's been rainy. The last couple days. My yard is too long. I'm gonna have to go cut the grass again.
Hey, that's okay. I cut mine yesterday because we have this stuff called crabgrass, and that crabgrass will grow literally 3 inches a day. You can go out in the morning and measure it, and then go out in the afternoon. And I swear to God, it'll be 3 inches higher. You could sit there and watch it grow. I'm not even joking. You could sit there and watch it grow. But we need this rain all over the country. We have had drought condition. You probably just hear this. Oh, there's a drought in Kansas, or there's a drought in blah blah blah, or there's drought conditions. You don't think anything about it because you're just a normal person. You're not a fucking farmer. All right.
Right.
So these farmers are facing all of these drought production loss because of this drought. So you know what that means? Like, I can't remember how much wheat they said we lost because of this. Not wheat, corn. How much corn we were going to lose because of this drought across the country. And to you, you're probably like, oh, I don't eat that much corn, so it's not going to affect my pocketbook any. You're fucking wrong, because corn is in every drop of gasoline that you put in your fucking car.
Ethanol. Yeah.
So that's going to make gasoline go up. It's going to make everything go up because gasoline transports everything.
Hey, don't worry. We can buy some more from Russia.
Wait a minute. My dad was a truck driver, and my dad said this one time, and it made a profound impact on me. He said, look wherever you're at, wherever you are right now, look around your room at the different objects and stuff and try to find one thing besides a natural plant or something that was not on a semi truck at one point in its existence.
Your entire life has been packed up in the back of a semi truck at one point.
Everything around me has been on a semi truck at one point in its existence. Everything. So, I mean, everything, this drought is going to cause everything to go up. So when people are like, oh, we need rain. No, we need rain.
Yeah.
We need it.
We need it a lot.
I live in farm country, and I'm exposed to this stuff all the time. I hear this stuff all the time. So that's how I grew up in. You just kind of know this stuff then.
It's kind of neat because, I think about my kids, and my kids are like, they kind of like the rain, but they're afraid of the lightning, right?
Yeah.
And like
the thunder.
And the thunder, they're afraid of the thunder. So, but I mean, like, it's a thing that is dangerous to us in certain contexts, but essential also. So like it's like we need it as humans, we need it, and it's also dangerous. That's kind of an interesting thing to think about.
You ever you know how I thought about this one day. You know how the sensation of when it's raining, you seem to sleep better, and when it's raining outside and you've got that rain,
you get the pitter patter.
Yeah, that you seem to want to sleep and rest, and you can sleep more soundly. I think it's because that's in our DNA, because our ancestors, when it was raining outside and they were sleeping, when it was raining outside, our ancestors knew that they could sleep more soundly because there was a much less threat coming at them.
Right. Predators would be holed up somewhere.
Yes. Then that rain sound probably meant that they could take their guard down a little bit, and have that ease of feeling. And over the years, that's just ingrained in our DNA to where now us modern day humans are like, oh, I like the rain. It makes me sleepy. That's the reason it probably makes you sleepy. All right, let's get to our music this morning. Let me get the buttons over here on the side because they moved everything. But over on our Discord server, you can click the cute little QR code wherever the QR code is. There it is. JJ changed the logo, and JJ changed the everything, and we hope you like it. I like it.
I think it's pretty.
I do too. I think it's cool. You work hard on this stuff. All right. So song of the day today is a band that I can't find the shit anymore. Okay, there it is. It's a band that I've liked a long time. It's a ska band out of Southern California, and they're called Real Big Fish. And they really weren't on the radio quite a bit. They had a song called Sell Out that kind of got on a couple of movies, I think. And did you ever watch the Trey Parker, Matt Stone movie Basketball? The guys that created South Park did the movie Basketball.
I remember the VHS cover for that, but it was just them holding two basketballs. But I never watched that.
It was hilarious. It was a great movie. Great movie. I love that movie. I'd watch it again today. But Real Big Fish was in that movie, and they played the song called Beer that's really good. Well, this album, I had this album. Their second album was called Turn the Radio Off. And it was a great album. They're a great ska band. Do you like Mighty Mighty Boss Tones? You liked Mighty Mighty Boss Tones?
I got that CD in my car.
You will absolutely love the band Real Big Fish. They are the exact same as the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. This song's called Snoop Dogg Baby, and it's Snoop Doggy Dogg. Man, it's such a great song. You would love it. You would love it. It's a ska song. It's a ska song. It's funny. Right. I was gonna put beer, or I think there's there's a couple of really good ones on that first album. I can't remember.
Put the link somewhere.
I was going through. Oh, did I not put the link?
No.
Shit. Here, no, I just got to hit enter.
I'm over here almost listening to garbage. I'm only happy when it rains. Okay.
No, there you go. Snoop Dogg, baby.
All right.
Just pull the, if you're going to listen to it for a second, pull the slider to the middle of the song so that you can hear what this middle of the song sounds like.
I like the horns.
Yeah. They've got all the horns. It's a ska. They're Real Big Fish is a ska band. They're really good. I've loved them for years. They've been around for decades, from the 90s. So there you go. Real Big Fish. Check them out. They're pretty awesome. I've added that to our Deeks playlist over on our Discord server. So yeah, I knew you would like that one.
I like music that kind of like makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to listen to.
Yeah. All right. You know what makes me happy?
Right. What makes you happy?
Your new title cards, man. They
you like that too?
Yeah.
Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, today is July 7th. And by the way, sorry about yesterday. I don't know what happened. I think the TSA got on the Deacon or something for talking shit about transportation security or whatever. They killed our show.
We were talking about the facial recognition, and I mean, and JJ and I we didn't realize that we were off the air. We kept going.
Yeah, we were just talking.
We went to another topic, and we were talking about another topic, and JJ was like, we're not even on the air. We had to go back and figure out when we stopped talking, but we were in the middle of the TSA, and I was asking JJ, if he thought that was the facial recognition technology would streamline, and all of a sudden the TSA is like, screw you.
I kind of waffled on my opinion. And did that stop our show? No. We went and talked. We talked for like 15 minutes past our show. We're like, oh, I guess today's just a phone call. All right. Anyway, today's July 7th. Sorry about yesterday. Yeah, I should have called each other. And ladies and gentlemen, today's episode title.
Oh, shit.
Is coming up real slow. I can't. It's not doing anything. Can you push it? Push the button.
It's on for me. I see
there it is. Is it?
Governor Josh Shapiro betrays students for teachers union.
Betrays students for teachers unions.
I don't know who this man is, so you'll have to explain this story to me.
Governor of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Governor of Pennsylvania. And here's the deal. Oh, where are you at? No. Here? Why am I?
You can just bring that up. That's fine. I don't have to see my ugly face.
There we are.
We don't have to see our face. No, I don't have to see that.
No, we need our audience needs to see us.
No,
they need to put our valuable opinions with our valuable faces.
Oh my God, something's wrong with you.
The TSA needs to know who's talking whenever you say something. Pennsylvania's governor has reversed his position on school choice and betrayed voters. Look at this guy. He just looks like an a-hole. Okay, so Wednesday, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro announced that he would line item veto $100 million allocated in the state budget by Republican-controlled state for the Pennsylvania Award for Student Success Scholarship Programs. Why would he do that? Because Pennsylvania has got a bunch of teachers unions, and they don't want money going to students so that the parents and students can put their kids in better schools. They want all the kids evenly distributed so teachers unions got jobs. It's not about the teachers unions are not about students' best options. It's about their getting their paycheck. That's what it's about. So the teachers unions in Pennsylvania have all kinds of control, all kinds of influence in politics. And they were like, if you do this school choice thing, you're not going to get reelected. You're going to get they're going to go against him hard. Let's see. The scholarships which Shapiro had promised to support during his election campaign were included as part of a package deal that the governor made with the state Republicans. And by the way, Pennsylvania is a bipartisan state. Democrats, Republicans, they got to work together to get stuff done. This guy campaigned on school choice and promised that he would, and made a deal with them, and then reneged out of it.
That's what a piece of shit. To do. Every one of them does it now. And if you've noticed, they've done it so much that you've become numb to it. You become jaded to it. Just like anything, you show all the kids violence on TV and a couple of generations, and you become jaded to it.
Mm-hmm.
Desensitized.
I mean, like we see shootings every day, stabbings every day. We see it in the news every day. And
it's the same concept on this. Politicians say, "I'll do this," and then they don't do that, and then you get mad and
not
you bitch.
Believe a politician.
Don't believe them. Just don't believe them.
They're lying to you.
If they're one of our state representatives, he is my boss's son, who I've known my entire career.
Oh, really?
He's a really nice guy. I've known him my entire career. He's worked in radio. He is a career radio guy, but he's one of these guys. I thought when he's a really super nice guy, but he always seemed at the beginning like a guy that would, if you had an opinion, he would agree with you. And if the next guy had an opposing opinion, he would agree with him because he was such a super nice guy. He didn't want to offend anyone like taking a stance on a certain opinion.
Well,
but
I don't want to.
He has surprised me since he's been up into office, but they all lie. They all lie.
Yeah. Oh, I totally meant it when I said it, but circumstances change. No. What happened is that you're just weak and you're a liar.
No, what happened is you got up there. What happened is you didn't know about politics and you got up there and you're like, I'm going to help you constituents and I'm going to help you people that got me here. And then you get up there and you realize that those people, they don't mean anything. The people that are pulling the strings are the people with the purse. All right. And the people holding the purse strings are the ones that actually make the decisions. And those people aren't always politicians. Those people are like pharmaceutical companies and major corporations and stuff like that. Those are the people that hold the purse strings. So when they say do something against what the people say, you do what they say.
You do.
That's just how it works.
We don't live in a democracy. No. We live in whatever you call it when special interests control politicians. That's what we live.
Interests run this country. Yeah. I'm sorry, you can't convince me they don't.
And before somebody says like, "Oh, you hate teachers or whatever," no, my wife's a teacher, and it's not teachers that are necessarily bad. It's teachers unions because because teachers unions have an entirely different priority and objective than teachers. Teachers unions are focused on making sure teachers get stuff, get paid, get vacation, get raises. Teachers usually start the career by wanting to help kids. This bill was supposed to, not for every kid, by the way, it was for some kids, probably like people in the lower income brackets or whatever, give them some opportunities to raise up. This bill, this scholarships were supposed to be able to allocate certain funds for kids to be able to go to better schools. You want to get
desperately need it. There are millions of brilliant freaking children out there living in slums and living with no kind of opportunity whatsoever in life. And then you look at all these damn multi-million-dollar influencers that come from affluent families that don't have the damn brain power that God gave a common garden slug. And then you look at these people that live in the hood and these people that live in the trailer parks. And some of these little kids are absolutely some of the smartest people and brilliant common sense people you've ever seen.
You got to give these kids an opportunity to excel.
But they're not going to do it because
and teachers unions they want to keep all. Teachers unions are the enemy, especially of poor kids.
Well, I don't know. It very well seems the teachers unions don't care about the kids. Their interest is for the teachers. All right,
absolutely.
I can understand that they're an entity involved for the teachers.
Right.
The teachers are what should. But after a while of a teacher wanting to come in to teach a child and actually want to change and mold minds, there's no greater freaking job than that. But after a while, that teacher that initially wanted to mold minds has figured out that she has to jump through all these political bullcrap hoops and not really get to teach what she wants to teach and not really get to tell what she wants to tell because she has to follow an order and she has to teach what they tell her to teach and she has to do what it pulls the love and want.
Sucks the passion out of the profession.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so these teachers, they get on this, I'm just here for a paycheck and I'm riding it out to the end.
Yeah.
My children's band teacher right now is on the same boat. He just phones it in, man. He does the very bare minimum to get by, and he does just enough to not get fired. And that's why I was like, this guy is office space guy, because he does just enough to not get fired.
We have to, okay, so part of that in my mind is like, I mean, you're talking public employee, civil employee, government employee. Teachers are government employees usually. We have got to make a way for parents to be able to affordably put their kids into private schools, and the private schools can be like, good teachers get paid, bad teachers get fired. Public schools won't really do that.
No, I think private schools.
We have to increase by merit.
We could have private schools, and it would help out quite a bit, and it wouldn't be that hard to do. But the government
alternatives.
In my opinion, if more private schools started popping up than the rate that normally pops up, then the government will step in and make laws to do something to stop it or to suppress it, because for every private school that pops up, that's money out of their pocket that's not going from the public school. All right. Yeah. My children have been in public school. My children haven't been in private school. My children right now are in public and in private. All right. So I see both.
I mean,
my youngest daughter was homeschooled for like 3 years. She's 11.
And there's other alternatives. It's not just private school. There are charter schools. There's like religious schools. There are pods and things like that. But you're passively defining corruption when an entity or thing has two different priorities that it serves.
Yeah.
And a private school is be the best place for education, because that's the plan to higher reputation.
I argue with that. No, I argue with that too. Private school is not the best place for education.
I mean, obviously you have to manage an institution, but
the private schools around here do not have the choices and the availability of options that public school does. When my kids were in when my kids were in private school, they did not have the choices that they now have.
Right.
Both of my oldest are in music, and that defines their life. That's what they do now in high school, and that's their friend group. That's what they do. It's music. And Kendra was on the track team. Kendra was on the swim team. Kendra tried all this crap. Alex played baseball. We played baseball for years. You know that. I was a coach for a baseball team for years.
Yeah.
You know? So they finally got into music, and they wouldn't have got into music if they were still in private school, because they didn't have music in private school.
And that's resource. I mean, but that's part of the constraints imposed by the government to prop up public schools, right? Public schools do not compete in a free market. They compete in a tilted table where they get advantages. That's what this is about. And anyway. And again, teachers, there's a lot, probably most teachers really want to be good teachers. And I
mean, that's with any profession. I can say that about law enforcement. I hate law enforcement officers anymore, but I mean,
there's good police.
There's bad most of them that are good people. And in every profession, there's good people. And then there's some fucking assholes. You know, there's assholes in radio. I've known plenty of them. I've worked with plenty of them. So,
okay.
That's the thing. And teachers to me are vital, not only to our society, but teachers are vital to our existence as a human race. We have to be good at teaching our children not only what we have learned, but the lessons that we have learned from the experiences, so that I'm just regurgitating some generic fucking definition here at this point. But teachers are very vital for the existence of
we need good teachers. But
our fucking stupid ass country.
All right.
Sorry,
it's politics. You know, it's politics and it's power. The voters in Pennsylvania wanted some choices, and the teachers' unions removed choices. That's not good. I hope there's repercussions. We'll see.
But that's not unique to Pennsylvania, because we have
it's not.
We have very similar things happening here in my hometown, and me and Ashley are very much involved in it. She actually ran for the school board when they had open
really?
things. Yeah, she ran for it. So and that's the thing. Our school board members that have been there on our school board, JJ, they have been some of those school board members are the same fucking school board members when I was in high school. They don't have children or grandchildren that are in the public school systems here. And so it is so corrupt. The head of our school board has gone on records to say that he will not vote for certain things because it might affect his business.
Yeah, that's why thank you.
It will. He's gone to say
corruption.
I won't vote for certain things for the school because it might affect how people come into my business. Should he be on the school board then? Absolutely not. So we have that same problems. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
That's why
I just thought this was a good illumination of this topic.
Yeah, this is a good topic. I like that. All right. Teachers definitely need more respect. I'm not going to say teachers need more pay. They do. We know that. Teachers need more respect.
Teachers are amazing. I love teachers. Teachers are the best. I love teachers. Love teachers.
Teacher's pet.
You would be the teacher's pet. You would totally be. Yes, you would be.
No, you wouldn't be, but you're acting like one.
I'm going to suck up.
To one teacher.
Do I get any A's?
Don't get me started.
All right. I'll see you in a little bit.
That's an A right there. That's an A+.
Yeah, I got an A+. All right, I got another governor story here. Different topic, though. Different governor. Closer to you, I think.
Yeah.
Closer to you, I think. We have a governor, I believe he's governor of Illinois.
Pritzker or Pritzker. Pritzker, yeah, that's his name. Pritzker, Governor Pritzker.
Now,
his name.
It
looks crazy.
Governor Pritzker. Yeah, Governor Pritzker is out there talking about AR-15s, and he made an interesting and compelling argument that I had never considered before. Let me get to what he said.
He's an idiot.
Hold on.
Come on. He looks like he looks like a Goomba from Super Mario Brothers, don't
he? He looks like he likes a cannoli or two. Yeah. The governor compares AR-15s, pew-pews, to missile launchers while pushing a national gun ban. And Deacon, I had not thought about this. He said, let's see, they were talking about assault-style weapons and this law, which passed in January, outlaws the sale, manufacture, possession, or purchase of so-called assault-style weapons and 50 caliber cartridges, limits magazine to 10 rounds for long guns and 15 rounds for handguns. And let's see, where's the quote? Because the people who were advocating for semi-automatic were saying, well, gee, everybody's got one now, so you can't ban them. Talking about AR-15s. Well, that's ridiculous. If everybody had a missile launcher, we shouldn't ban missile launchers. To which I say, I have never considered owning a missile launcher, but it sounds fucking cool.
Don't it sound cool?
And as a Second Amendment right, if he's going to put those two things in the same category, I absolutely am agreeing with him. And I should be allowed to own AR-15s and missile launchers. So that's pretty dope. This guy's an idiot.
But
hey, Illinois, gun control. It's working out good for you guys.
I know you've never thought about that, but what about like a flamethrower? You ever thought about owning a flamethrower?
I would, dude, that would be so fun.
I know, right?
For like 15 minutes, I'd be like, this is rad. And then I'd put it up and I really wouldn't probably mess with it.
I don't want to own
that's
a
not practical
flamethrower
for
or
defense.
own a missile launcher, but I do want to shoot one. I'd like to rent one for a shot. Yeah, and can I rent the flamethrower? Can I just shoot it for a little bit? I don't want to own it and shoot it all the time, but I'd like to.
There has to be a place where you can rent a missile launcher
and blow up something. I'm sure there is.
Probably out like in the desert somewhere. They got like long ranges or whatever. You probably got to make a deal with like I don't know. I don't even know the classifications or whatever. But why shouldn't we own missile launchers? So
these are the hard-hitting questions that we ask.
It says Constitution says we have the right to bear arms. Doesn't say what those arms can be, and it certainly doesn't say assault-style weapon. That is bullshit.
Hey, I've got a story since we're talking
Richter,
about the right to bear arms. Go ahead with Richter. What does Richter say?
Yeah, Richter said he's at his new job. Congratulations, Richter. I don't know what your new job is. Congratulations. But he can catch our show now. So for a little while there, we were missing out on some Richter. Richter's got funny shit to say. I was rewatching our Slender Man or Slender.
Bitch look like Slender Man.
I was rewatching that video this morning. Shit is hilarious.
This is hilarious, dude.
Yeah, and we got Dragoon Night over on Rumble. What's up, Dragon? Dragoon. Sorry, don't mean to insult you. It's Dragoon, not Dragon.
Dragoon. I'm replaying Final Fantasy VII on my.
Oh my god! You got like what 120 hours available to you?
Yeah, I know. That's what Deacon, I told Deacon the other day. I was like, it was a couple weeks ago. I was like, man, I've got about $15 in my Google Play money saved up from surveys. I was like, I'm really thinking about buying Final Fantasy VII. Because you can buy it for the phone. And he was like,
right.
He looked at me like I was stupid. He's like, why don't you just get an emulator? So he got an emulator for me. Hang on, I gotta go.
All right. Oh, let's see. I want to wait for Deke on these two. Let's see. What do we got here?
Hang on, JJ. I got a story. Hang on.
Yeah. Oh, you do? He's leaving me hanging like that. No, you are allowed. Jeremy says, I am allowed to own a missile launcher. Any law prohibiting that is straight up unconstitutional and illegal. Yeah. That may be factually true, but that doesn't stop the ATF from charging you. Especially with these J6 guys, not gun control, but different kind of thing. The entire tactic used by the Department of Justice on the J6 guys is, yeah, you may be able to beat the charges, but you won't beat the ride. And so they have people in jail uncharged or not charged for like over 2 years now. So, it may be unconstitutional. You may be able to beat the charges, but you may not be able to beat the ride. Okay, that's messed up. I got a Texas style story, but what do you got?
You were talking about bear arms, the right to bear arms, and I thought this may be a segue into this story.
Oh.
Thank you. That was a JJ story.
The founders did not envision us having robot limbs.
Did they? Yes. Japanese researchers have developed wearable robotic arms. What do you think about this? Look at this.
Well, honestly, I saw this story when I was trolling for news yesterday, and I was like, is this one of those fake things? And I skipped right past it. Now I can't find it on my...
It's a backpack-like base with the ability to change hands based on your task.
Change hands? So, let me get this.
Ooh, it can be controlled remotely. Like, I could be standing here doing something, and you could be controlling this thing behind me, the other arms behind me. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah? You'd still be, like, you may not be carrying something with your hands, but it's still, the weight is on your back, the arms are on your back, the arms are carrying the thing. You're still carrying that stuff. What we really need is to put these on some sort of like a robot that can walk around instead of you. So we need these advanced robot arms. Put them on like a robot skeleton.
The robots are shut down our show again because you're trying to put guns in their freaking hands. You see, we're already starting to lose connection. We had a connection.
Oh no! Oh no!
Froze.
Blip.
Jesus. Look, if the robots take over, I'm just putting this on the air right now at 7:05 Central Time on 7/7/23. Mm-hmm. If the robots and Skynet rise up, it's JJW's fault for keeping the thought in the air all the time.
I'm trying to. If we don't keep our eye on these guys, they're gonna take over, and we're gonna be like, "Oh, we didn't see it coming. We should have seen it coming."
Robots that actually use human carcasses to feed themselves.
Didn't we talk about like bio batteries and like actual? Yeah.
What else we got? You've got some music stories.
Okay, so no, for real, what's the practical use of this thing?
To defeat
of robot, like having Dr. Octopus.
I was going to say to defeat Spider-Man. What? Any other questions?
Hold on, I thought it'd have to be some light work because you're still carrying all the things, right? So you can't have all those arms with all a bunch of heavy things.
It's not like you're not carrying it with your physical muscles, so it's not that much. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit of strain to like a couple of muscles. But
it's still gonna weigh down on your core.
You can carry a lot of shit on your back, dude. A human can carry a lot of
window
stuff
washing
on their back.
You can wash all of these windows at the same time. You can restock grocery shelves.
Dude, honestly, as a former grocery stocker, that was one of my first paid jobs, was working at the IGA, the grocery store. And yeah, that would because when we weren't carrying out or cleaning or doing stuff like that, we were stocking shelves or facing shelves. And facing shelves is literally just rotating the freaking product and making it look nice. So I can imagine doing this while these arms are above me and these are below me, and I can sit there and do what? Yeah, dude. Absolutely. 16-year-old Andy is all about wearing some Dr. Octopus arms.
Dude, it sounds super fun. And then you would realize I can't do anything with these things on my back. And then you're like, I'm going to sit down. I'm tired. Oh, I can't.
It's a fucking backpack. You can take it off. It's not fused to your skeleton. You're just trying to make things hard. Cool.
Okay.
It's being cool, dude. Look,
I've
been wearing my Spider-Man shirt today.
So you're going to get beat up by a girl with a backpack.
I need to watch out.
All right. I saw this story this morning. Officers find the body of an alleged intruder after a female homeowner opened fire. Uh-oh. Officers responding to a burglary call in Amarillo, Texas, arrived at the scene to find the body of a 53-year-old alleged home intruder. Police arrived and found the body of Cedric Milligan, whom they believe was trying to force his way in the back door of a home when the female homeowner opened fire.
We're the number one in podcasts on the Rumble homepage.
Sweet. Go us. High five. Oh, there's Texas has a castle doctrine. I don't know about Kentucky, but Texas has a castle doctrine. If somebody's trying to enter your home, you do not have to retreat. You can plug them.
Oh, no. Kentucky is a castle doctrine state as well. Yes. No. Yes. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what was always been told to us. Yeah. If somebody breaks into your house, you shoot them. You shoot them.
I mean,
you're not going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
There was always an old story that went around in our county of the county sheriffs way back in the day, in the 20s or the 30s or whatever, 40s or the 50s. Where it was some guy had broke into his house, or no, some guy had been harassing this guy in this old farm, and this guy had kept harassing him, and the old farmer shot him. And then he called the sheriff. He's like, I shot him. And the sheriff said, well, it'll take me about 15 minutes to get there, and his foot better be in your door when I get there.
Yeah. Oh my!
Yeah. He didn't shoot him in his house; he shot him like in his driveway or something. I don't know. That was 100 years ago. But
they do have to be attempting to breach a residence, I believe, for the castle.
Yes, I believe you're exactly right. I think they have to be in your house, because there was an issue like years ago here where this 4-wheeler was harassing these people, and the guy shot and hit the guy on the 4-wheeler. It didn't kill him, but the homeowner was arrested and charged in all this because of it, because the guy was on his property. It wasn't in his house. The guy was legitimately harassing him, but he didn't get in any damn trouble.
Yeah,
he got shot, but
Well, I don't know. Look, I'm going to just continue, as I have repeated this message on occasion on our show. I highly discourage you from invading people's homes in Texas. Really anywhere. No, but definitely Texas.
No, not in Kentucky. Kentucky is very similar to Texas in certain ways that people think around here. And maybe not in Louisville or Lexington or Frankfurt, the big damn cities, but those cities are like 3.5 hours from us over in Eastern Kentucky. So they're not Western Kentucky farmer folk.
Look, it's just obvious. Like, everybody in the world is more polite if everybody in the world knows that everybody else is armed. If you know that everybody is armed, then you're just more polite. because you are taking a risk by being
like
an
when
asshole.
I went to Walmart yesterday, I had to get cat food, cat litter, and something else. I don't remember. But as I was, and it's in the very back of the freaking store, of course, the very back wall. And as I was walking back there, I saw 3 people with open carry handguns on. 3. One was
did you
one
panic?
looked like a detective he looked like a law enforcement detective by the way that he was dressed and his haircut. But the other 2 guys were good old boys. And no, I did not fear for my life.
Oh, you didn't immediately go into like
no,
palpitations?
I looked down and saw that it was on his. And the first thing what is that? What kind of gun is that?
Yeah.
Well, what is he carrying? Oh, that's cool.
Okay. Hey, I got an update on the OceanGate submersible. Very short update. It's taken, I guess, like 2 weeks now, but OceanGate is now suspending operations after its Titanic submersible has imploded on the way to the Titanic. The company that owned the submersible is on its way to explore the wreck of the Titanic, killing all 5 on board. Has suspended operations.
Okay.
OceanGate announced the action in a brief statement posted atop its website. The spokesperson declined to comment any further. I did see another story somewhere around trolling this morning. Apparently, the glue that they used on this boat, on this submersible, which is made of carbon fiber and titanium, they said the glue was like peanut butter. This was the CEO. CEO's dead now. He's on the bottom of the ocean floor. He said the glue that's holding some of the parts together was like peanut butter. Does that seem like a good idea to you? Something with the consistency of peanut butter as an adhesive to keep your boat from crushing the bottom of the ocean. Okay, OceanGate. I hope that we really never hear about this company again. I hope it goes out of business. Assets liquidated. Just stop going to go to the bottom of the ocean, people. Deke, I picked this story up because because you're into music and I know like one song. The Eagles have announced their farewell tour.
You know one Eagles song?
I might know one Eagles song. I probably know more, right? Hotel California.
Okay, I started to say, you got to know Hotel California. Do you not know Take It Easy?
Yeah.
Life in the Fast Lane?
I don't know. Maybe.
Desperado?
I'd have to hear it.
Desperado? Tequila Sunrise?
I'd have to hear
Witchy Woman?
Tequila Sunrise. I know that one
Witchy
too.
Woman? You don't know any of those that I've named? Those are all fucking number 1 hits.
Yeah, but like maybe I do know the sound of it, but I don't know what names go with what songs.
Okay, all right, I'll give that to you. I'll give that to you. I'm not going to criticize.
But I can tell you, I know Tequila Sunrise and Hotel
Desperado,
California.
why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. It may be raining.
Why does that make me think of a Johnny Depp movie?
Because it was probably used in a fucking Johnny Depp movie.
Okay. All right. Everyone's favorite rock and rollers, the Eagles. Everyone's favorite. Definitive.
Wait a minute. If you want me to defend them, I will sit here for the next 15 minutes and defend why the Eagles are legendary.
I'm not.
If you want me to.
They are. I like the songs. I have been drunk on the beach in Mexico, jamming along with
the Eagles are great. The Eagles, actually, I was sitting here about 2 months ago, and Clint Black, who's a country music artist, redid. They did a tribute to the Eagles years ago in the 90s. Clint Black sung Desperado, and we have some of the songs that from the country music artist by the Eagles. And I was thinking, why am I not playing the Eagles on my country music station? And I thought, I got down to the brass tacks. Why am I not playing the Eagles? Why am I playing Clint Black singing this Eagles song? And the reason is because in 1970, whatever, when that song came out, some man told me that song was called classic rock and not country. So the reason we think Eagles are classic rock is because somebody fucking told us that it was called classic rock. But the Eagles Desperado and the Eagles are just as country, if not more country, than some fucking country music artists are, period. So I started playing Eagles on my radio station. So I play them all. The Eagles had a farewell tour. They always said when they broke up that they would get back together when hell freezes over. When they broke up in the 80s, they said, we'll get back together when hell freezes over. Well, in the 90s, like 95 or 96, they had the Hell Freezes Over tour. And it was a great freaking album. I play the acoustic version of Hotel California on my radio station. Yes. And it was a great album. They had the Hell Freezes Over tour. And then they kept going a little bit. I thought one of them died.
I wouldn't be able to tell you. What I can tell you
off the top of my head, all the members.
Hold on, while you are looking that up, I'm going to tell you the tour. They announced their tour yesterday. Band's been around for 50 years. Band members Don Henley, Joe Walsh, and Timmy Schmidt, along with Vince Gill and Deacon Frey are planning to perform.
Oh, Glenn. Okay, that's what I thought.
Frey.
That's what I thought. I was going to say, I thought Glenn Frey died, and he did. Glenn Frey passed away a couple of years ago. 2016. So Deacon Frey is his son, and he's going to help sing. Glenn Frey was played the guitars, and he was one of the singers. There was him and Bernie and Don, and they all, there was a bunch of them that sang. But Glenn Frey was a key member. So all the other guys, I mean, Don Henley and Joe Walsh and Timothy B. Schmidt and even Vince Gill's been playing with the Eagles for a long time. Those are all original members of the Eagles.
They are going to play as many shows as they can in each market as the audience demands. So if they keep selling out, they'll just keep packing more shows, I guess. And they're going to add Steely Dan to the tour.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, hell yeah, I'd go watch Steely Dan.
The show opens in Madison Square Garden on September 7th. And it looks like they're going to hit Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh, that's what I was just looking up. I'm on. Look, that's hilarious that you said that. I'm on the lookout. I'm on their website. I was on their website on their tour dates because I was like, where are they coming? Because I want to see how much tickets are. They're in Indianapolis, and Indianapolis is Lexington on November the 14th.
Deacon, have you ever considered writing off concert tickets as a business?
I've actually talked about that years ago. It's I don't want to put a spotlight on myself for the IRS is what it all.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to be like, hi, look at my Hawaiian shirt that I'm wearing, everybody.
It's legitimate expenses if you're doing market research.
The concert, whether it's for work or not. You know, I'm going to the Foo Fighters in September. Right. If we could get reasonable Eagles tickets, Ashley and I will straight up go. She's a concert junkie like I am. We love live music. I don't care what it is.
So far, it's just the East Coast. Just the East Coast. Like, east of the Mississippi, it looks like. I don't know. Is that east of the Mississippi, Kentucky? I don't know.
Anyway, we're east.
It's like East America. They haven't announced anything in Central America, U.S.
We're real close. The Mississippi River is only about an hour from me. Yeah, it's just about an hour. She's pretty, but she looks like any other river. She's just big. It's just a long way across. And the bridges have been there for like 200 years. When you go across some of these old ass bridges, you feel like you're going to fall in the water.
Hey, they're not going to fall down.
Yes, they are. All right. Do we have another?
I think I'm out. Oh, no. We need to talk about Ben and Jerry's, dude, and the Sound of Freedom. Yeah, we got to hurry up.
Talk about Ben and Jerry.
Yesterday, but the TSA shut our show down.
Ashley and I went to Walmart last night, and I was getting some ice cream. I buy the cheap Walmart strawberry ice cream because it's only $1.20 something, and I don't care. But the Ben and Jerry's was sitting there, and me and her started talking about that. It was like, JJ had this story. We did it fake on the air. She's like, "What do you mean fake?" So We did. So Ben and Jerry's basically came out, and do you have the story up? I'm not looking at the thing.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Show the story. Ben and Jerry's basically came out, and and they were like,
we think that the Mount Rushmore should be given back to the Lakota tribe,
blah, blah, blah. And what I said to JJ was, I don't disagree with them, but by now it's been 400 years. All right. We can't just be like, okay, here's all your land back, that my ancestors 30 fucking generations ago took from your ancestors. That stuff's happened.
Right.
Sorry that it happened 300 years ago, but we live in 2023. Okay. And then what I also said was, Ben and Jerry, do you not realize that all that land up there in Vermont was not owned by your great ancestors that made ice cream? That it was owned, that the Native Americans up there in Vermont lived on that shit too. So, and you didn't know this. I mean, I'm not the Mount Rushmore used to be called like the Four Fathers or the Four Grandfathers or something. It was a sacred place to the natives.
Oh, he switched over. He just dropped out. He had to go do that. So here's the story. So as you guys know, Ben and Jerry were like, oh, we got to give this land back to the Lakota Indians and all the Indian tribes and all of this stuff. Basically in this really like anti-American tweet on July 4th. Oh, we Americans stole this land from the Indians and we have to give it back. That's what they tweeted. And in the fallout of that tweet, in the last 3 days, Unilever, which is the company that owns Ben & Jerry's, Ben & Jerry's sold their company years ago. Ben & Jerry's parent company has lost it says this is from the 6th, but I saw it this morning, over $2.5 billion in market cap amid the calls to boycott the Vermont-based ice cream maker over a July 4th tweet for stolen indigenous land. So Unilever has now lost a bunch of money over this.
That's what I wanted to get at to you was what happened with this? I mean, why did they lose so much money over this? Was it just because of the tweet? And if so, that sounds a little that sounds a little wrong.
Dude, okay. I know you've been here this year. Bud Light, Target.
I understand, but this just happened 3 days ago, JJ.
Yes.
No one can.
Yes.
It's absurd to lose $2 billion in 3 days over ice cream. If you were to say Apple lost $2 billion in 3 days, I'd be like, oh, okay, that sounds feasible. Or Microsoft, but Ben and Jerry's. I'm not saying that.
Well, Ben and Jerry's, it's not. See, it's not. Ben and Jerry's is a company that is owned by another company, Unilever. And what has happened in 2023 is that conservatives, or say right of center activists, have figured out that they can actually leverage boycotts effectively.
Okay, wait a minute though. Isn't it more feasible to think that somebody at the New York Post, the fucking New York Post, first of all, Jesus Christ, let me underline that twice and highlight New York Post.
Sure.
Okay. First of all, keep that in mind.
I don't know if I believe that.
Second of all, don't you realize that, it's owned by this Unilever. Stock loses $2 amid calls to boycott Ben and Jerry's over tweet. Okay. So now that it's 2023 and we know about media, what we know, we need to analyze that headline. That headline was written by A, New York Post, B, some guy at the New York Post that wants to get seen, C, it's a fucking catch you all bait headline, D, it's probably Unilever had already lost $1.7 billion in 17,000 other of its companies in the past year, in the past 6 months or this quarter. And this tweet was going to send them over the 1.9 billion, was going to send them over the 2 billion mark. And so the guy writing the story tags it as Ben and Jerry's did this over a tweet.
Maybe.
Don't that sound a little bit more sensational than the story that I just painted?
The stock in Unilever dropped 0.5% in the last 24, 48 hours. So then Unilever is a massive company.
Is that 0.5%? Is that worth $2 billion? Is what I'm getting at?
It might be. It might
Jesus
be.
Christ, maybe I'm wrong. What the hell do I know?
It's a huge company. Ben and Jerry's is one little piece of their company. But when somebody does something like this, a lot of people that are like reactive to the news, especially investors are very, very, very cautious right now because they saw like, oh, well, we had money in Anheuser-Busch, and then Anheuser-Busch goes out and sends a can to a narcissist, and then all of a sudden we lost like $27 billion. I'm not riding that train again. So as soon as like something like this comes up, they're like, nope, cash out. I'll cash out. I'll pick this up later. So investors are very, very, very reactive to crazy ass shit like this right now.
Oh, and yeah, I mean, look at the beer advertisement and stuff anymore. It's like they're all freaking scared to death to do anything. The beer billboards that I see now they're around here are thanking farmers. It's like, thank you, farmers. You're fucking awesome. It's basically what that's all it says. It's like, you guys rock.
I'm looking for some actual data here. So Unilever PLC, it looks like it's valued at about $154 billion. So a half a percent, it's about $2 billion, right? And now their stocks are up and down all the time anyway, but in the last,
they might lose a 0.5% of freaking stocks every other day, and it's just right. This sounds to me like it's a sensationalized headline to get you to click on it and us to talk about it for 10 minutes. And I'm not bitching. I'm not bitching. I'm not saying
you know what?
To get people like us to talk about it. You
know what? We've been tricked, and I hope that our audience is smarter than that. And those same people that are trying to trick us, they're trying to trick you into not pushing the subscribe button. So don't let them get you.
I know.
Hit the short underscore.
But sometimes those people are so tricky tricksters that they make it real easy. Like all you have to do is like put your camera up on your phone like that to the screen.
Bleep blop. Like do that. Don't let them get you. Bleep and then I have paint on my phone from when I was painting my kid's room.
I was wondering, do you have okay, so when I got my phone, I had to order the case because this case cost $20 as opposed to the $40 case at the AT&T store.
Don't buy accessories from the store.
No. So anyway, I went without the case for like 3 days before it got here, and I didn't have my pop socket. Do you have a pop socket on your phone?
No.
Okay.
I don't do
have
that.
You ever had a pop socket on your phone?
No, I have I just have this like ring thing, and then I magnet my phone to my car while I'm driving or on my desk, so it charges.
Let me tell you something about this pop socket for those of you that don't have pop sockets, or you're an old man like I was.
Let's get a good look.
Yeah, if you were an old man like I was, and you didn't have a pop socket, they cost $10, and you get them, and they stick to the phone. See, look, let me show you what it looks like on the.
Yeah, it looks like a little.
On the other side, you see, it just kind of sticks. And it sticks to the thing. And when I was a curmudgeon about it, and I was like, I don't want one of those. And I finally put one on, my old phone, like 2 phones ago. That thing is more important to me.
What?
Oh my God. I told Ashley, I said, I need to hurry up and get this fucking case here because I need my pop socket. And she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, I didn't realize how much I used that pop socket. I use this thing 99% of the time. I'm holding my phone. Look, I can do I got 2 fingers, JJ. It is so freaking, it comes in so freaking handy that I was like, I didn't realize how much I used the pop socket until I didn't have it. Oh man, yeah, you got to get one.
I like
your phone, and I
can't do that.
I was like, it don't look like he has a pop socket on there.
Yeah, I know. I don't do that. So I like to put my phone on the wireless charger. I don't like to plug it in. It tears up the socket a lot. So I just put my phone on the wireless charger, and when I'm driving, I just throw this thing on the magnet charger, and it's charging, but it's not connected. So I always have a problem with the little cord, and then like the phone falls at night or whatever, and it just ends up damaging this port. So I have a wallet that sticks to the back. So, I don't like that. Okay. We covered Ben and Jerry's. Oh, we need to talk about Sound of Freedom real quick. really only this to say: The Sound of Freedom made more money on July 4th.
Yeah, I thought we was going to do that as the title. It made more money in 2 days. It made more money in 2 days than Indiana Jones did all weekend.
Right.
And nobody's talking about it. The mainstream people are still not talking about it. All they're talking about is, oh, how sad Indiana Jones is. How sad Indiana Jones is. Which, once again, didn't we talk about that yesterday? I don't care what people say.
Well,
about
we did, but it was while we were not doing our non-show. So yesterday, it looked like Sound of Freedom did not beat Walt Disney, but on July 4th, Sound of Freedom did beat Disney Indiana Jones. So on July 4th, Sound of Freedom made $14 million and Indiana Jones made $11 million. So this weekend, when you guys are going out to go watch movies, all you youngins, go check out Sound of Freedom. It's an important movie.
No, the kids probably wouldn't. Kendra, who's 18 years old,
watching this show.
No, kids do not. This is not a kids movie. No, not at all. Absolutely not.
No.
Do not take kids to see this movie. No, they won't. They shouldn't.
Let kids
this. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
I was talking to our audience.
I had to flip over and I just heard kids to the movie, and I'm like, don't take
No, don't take your kids to the movie.
Okay.
No. I was saying kids when you go watch movies this weekend. I was talking to our audience. Not a kids show. Not a kid show. But then probably neither is Dial of Destiny. Really.
Yeah, well, how do you know? You haven't seen it. It's a freaking Indiana Jones movie. And everybody that's saying this movie is terrible and whatnot, what do you expect? It's freaking Indiana Jones, and Harrison Ford is 80 years old. And it's fantastical. Indiana Jones is supposed to be fantastical. He was running from a giant boulder in the first scene of the movie, for Christ's sakes. The guy ripped a guy's still beating heart out of his chest. Shia LaBeouf was swinging in vines.
You keep talking about that scene like it's not amazing. Plop.
For the special effects artists at Rick Baker Studios back in 1986 when that movie was made, abso-freaking-lutely that was amazing. It was. But looking at it from a storyteller standpoint and whatnot, now that I'm almost 50 years old, it's a little sensationalized and farcical, but that is what Indiana Jones movies are. So why did everybody get so freaking tore up when it ended up being the skull of an alien that had been on Earth for thousands of years? Why is that so far-fetched? More than a man ripping a heart out of a man's still beating heart out. Why is that so? It just boggles my mind. Why is that so different? And then you I don't know. If people go, this Tom Cruise movie's the best movie in the world and it changed my life, and this Indiana movie sucks.
Thank you for bringing it up.
That means that Tom Cruise movie is going to blow ass and the Indiana Jones movie is probably going to be pretty good. That's what I've learned.
Well, the Tom Cruise movie, I don't think it comes out this weekend. I think it comes out on the 22nd this month.
Oh,
I'm sure you're very excited.
Impossible movie will change the face of
America. The world.
It will.
It's going to change America.
The world, like Top Gun.
You've never seen so many motorcycles flying in the air.
I stopped following my favorite comic book artist because he tweeted that the Top Gun movie was the greatest thing that's ever been made in the world. And I was like, Rob, buddy, I have defended you my whole life. Through your fists and your feet and your oversized chests, I have been your number one staunch defender my whole life, but I can't defend you anymore.
I don't know. Dead Reckoning looks amazing.
All right, join our Discord server. Give JJ some jokes, please. Did you see the big long joke that I posted in our channel?
Yes, dude, that was great.
Thank you.
Although I couldn't read the whole thing. I was I read the first 5 and I skimmed the bottom. I was like, oh, that's a good punchline.
Yeah, that's a great one. So go to our Discord server and read that one. It's long, but it's hilarious. All right. So,
that's pretty good.
And I wanted to bring this up before JJ gets to his joke. If anyone is interested, I'm seriously looking into cloning deer. I'm thinking it'll be a good way to make a buck. But, I'm thinking it would take a little dough to get started.
Oh, nice. Yeah. You got a double one in there. That's pretty good.
Thank you. That's
pretty good.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Deacon,
I don't
have
think that's
you
a bad
have you
idea.
ever why was the safari cat disqualified from the race?
I don't know, JJ.
He was a cheetah.
Oh, I should have saw that
No?
one coming.
Not good?
No. Okay, let's do another
You
one.
want to do
All right. So, JJ, did you know that Cleopatra might not be the prettiest woman ever, but that's how Julius sees her?
Oh, isn't that sweet?
You like that one? That's how Julius sees her.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's
Yeah, I
good.
thought that was good.
Have you ever wondered, Deacon, why seagulls do not fly over the bay?
Then they would be bagels.
I hate you so much sometimes. Thank you for watching the show, everybody. Watch our new outro. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe. Don't hit anybody else, though.
Don't hit people.
I lost the outro. I found it. Bye. Bye.
Bye, JJ.
Was that stuttery? Was that video stuttery?
A little bit at the beginning.